So I'm at the junkyard picking up a 5.3 for my own personal build, okay?
Fine.
Right?
Yeah.
All kinds of rows of cool cars and then crash cars and whatnot. And I see this gym, I trade a little workout from us for my 5.3.
From us for your 5.3.
Exactly.
All right,
okay?
I'm feeling bamboozled. I don't know where you're bamboozled.
Slightly.
Okay.
But you got Super Sport badging all over. You got 427
Yeah, dude.
turbo
This is
jet.
awesome.
Show everybody the VIN number, sir.
No, that's all right. Okay, all right.
What do you got?
Right here, 164.
164. She's all dressed for prom, but nobody to date.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, it finally arrived. So this car is a 1966 Impala SS, except I don't believe this is an Impala SS. I think it's an Impala. We'll have to check the VIN number and the tag under the hood. But this car is special, honestly, because of a couple things. Number one, it has an L72 under the hood. That is a legitimate 427 high performance that would come out of something like a 67 Corvette.
Yeah.
This thing's like, it's like 450 horsepower or something like that, like 460 pound-feet of torque. I mean, it is a monster of a big block engine. And the car itself, well, it was really concerning because the shipping company told me that it was broken by Copart. Something got broken at Copart. Then he said the car is in really bad shape, but the frame is good. So the shipper had me very concerned that this car was going to be in absolutely horrible condition, which is why when I saw it being delivered, I flew down here as fast as I could. And here it is. So the next interesting thing about this car is it was on television.
Yeah.
Do you remember the TV show?
It's Two Something Garage.
Two Guys Garage is what it was on. It was in several episodes in season 12 where they actually pulled the engine out of the car. They went through this. They put a new wiring harness in it. They did tubular control arms. They did a disc brake conversion on the front. They put a lot of work. They took the intake off and repainted the engine. They went through this car, man. And it was driving, and then it just disappeared from the TV show. And as it turns out, the car is a barn find again. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but there's a lot of dust. This car has been sitting for about 9 years. I'm told it does not run. It is going to need work to run. It still has the original wheels from the TV show and tires. And there's some funny things about it. Like on the TV show, you could see this piece was hanging off. Yep, it's still hanging off. It's literally the same car. The VIN number is right here. And before I purchased the car, I ran this VIN number against the VIN number they showed on their TV show. And sure enough, it is the same. It is a 16437. Looks like a 6Y158054. It's the exact same VIN number from the television show. So this is literally the car from the TV show. It's interesting also that this used to be a manual transmission car because it has a clutch down here that's no longer connected to anything, and they tried covering it up with carpet, so it's now an automatic. I don't want to get too much into the interior. Interior's, honestly, aside from some mold and a lot of dirt and dust, the interior is actually, it's in pretty good shape. And I was very concerned because, do you know where this car came from?
From Florida.
Florida. Just outside, look how that door closed. Are you kidding me? That easy? I mean, it's close enough. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This car came from just outside of Tampa, which was recently hit by hurricanes, right? So it left me very concerned that this car may be a flood car. Comes with a clean title. It does not appear to me that this car was underneath any water. Do you see anything that makes you think it was underwater?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so I think we're good on that point. Bumpers are not right, neither are the taillights. These bumpers are from a Chevy Caprice. Taillights are from a Caprice. I'm pretty sure this front seat is also from a Caprice. Oh, this door is locked. And also, a true SS would not have had a bench seat. It should have had a console in the middle, I think. There used to be a mirror here. It's gone. Somebody did a cheap like a cheap yellow paint job. This car actually used to be black. The paint is going to change. I want to make everybody aware of that. If you're going to get mad now, because the paint is going to change, assuming we can get this car running and driving. Something I noticed about the car pretty quick is this rear end. This I did not see on the TV show, but that is a disc brake conversion on the rear end, guys. And I don't think they showed doing that. They showed the disc brake conversion on the front, and they showed the tubular control arms, which this still has, but on the back, they've done some upgrading back here, guys. We've got like a stiffener, a brace back here, and I think the lateral links, those are aftermarket as well. Somebody is really, they put some work and some money into this car. So the story is, this car was originally found by one of the gentlemen, one of the hosts of Two Guys Garage, in a junkyard. It was actually sitting in a junkyard. The guy went out to get some parts and he saw it sitting out there, and he said he couldn't let it go to scrap. So he worked out a deal with them, and they got this car for their TV show. At which point, they put a bunch of time and money into the car, got it running and driving again, and then somehow it ended up going from the TV show right back into a garage where it sat for like 9 years.
Go figure.
And now it doesn't run. And who knows if the gas is any good. The exhaust, oh. That doesn't look good.
Oh yeah, I see it moving.
That one looks like it may, this one's...
You can see it moving right over there. Just like kick it a little bit, and you can see the white things of time moving.
Oh no, the exhaust is off of it. Uh-oh. What's going on under here? Oh, that's damaged. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah, okay. Well, hey. Why don't we take a look under the hood here and see what we're working with. Good old 427, man. Oh, there we go. And I love these hinges. These hood hinges, I mean, look at this. Look how easy this opens and closes. Very nice. So here's that 427. Like I said, they did some cleaning. They put a new water pump on it. They put a new power steering pump on it. They redid the wiring, at least under here. This entire wiring harness going back is new, and then I think that's where they stopped. We have a wire from the alternator hanging right here. That's great. There's those greasable tubular upper and lower control arms. They put new springs on it as well. They also did an aftermarket master cylinder with a booster and a proportioning valve, which is super nice, man. I wonder if it's adjustable where you can do a lockout on the front brakes or the rear brakes. And then we got this, which this looks like something pissed all over it, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there is some, I mean, there's signs of animals. There's whatever this is. Yeah, nesting material. There's some nuts down there. I don't see anything. Yeah, that radiator needs to go. We need like a solid fan, no clutch. This needs an aluminum radiator for sure. Maybe call it cold case. Let's take this off. Let's see what she's working with as far as carburetors are concerned. Let's just take that off. Ooh, boy. She's... Here, Nick. Will you sit that on the ground?
Yeah.
We got headers, long tubes. Actually fit in there really, really nice. Everything under here looks really nice. They did a HEI distributor conversion on this, which is a very common thing to do. Plug wires are all AC Delco. This is all like premium AC Delco, the professional grade parts that they put in here. Even the alternator, the water pumps are professional grade. I mean, they really went through and put some good parts on this. This intake is aftermarket. I can't remember if this is like an Offenheiser or something like that. Maybe you guys can see back there. Yeah, what is this? Hold on. We got some... Hold on. This almost looks like it would have gone to the distributor, maybe? It comes out from somewhere in the dash area, I guess, and comes out... Okay, great. What do we got here? We got this white wire. What does this go to? Oh, it's broken. That would be the battery wire for the distributor. These distributors will generally work. And there's no battery either. That's another thing I noticed, no battery. You know, overall, I think even if it doesn't run, I think for $12,500, I think it's a good deal.
Yeah, with the engine being worth all that money.
Yeah, I mean, these engines, guys, these engines are worth a hefty penny by themselves. Kind of a rare engine. So we're going to do the right thing here. And Nick, hold this camera right here. Let's find out if this engine turns. I'm going to try not to cut myself on these fins. Oh, well. No, okay. So that's fine. Wire here. We've got some wiring problems. I guess, why don't we grab a battery?
All right.
And let's just see what happens. And a gas can. We'll need a gas can. And we're just going to do it to it, man. No playing around. We're not going to monkey around with this thing. We're just going to do it. We're going to check the oil. Make sure it's got some. It does. It's full. Oil actually looks good. No sign of water intrusion. Like I said, this is not a flood car, but it was in an area that was heavily flooded. Heater core has been disconnected as well. It'd be nice to put some air conditioning in this too. Trans, here we go. Let's see what's going on with the transmission. It looks fine. Looks clean. All right. Well, overall, I think it's a great deal. Interesting thing about this car, besides the fact that it was on television, and besides the fact that it's a barn find twice now. We are the second. It was actually listed for sale on Copart Go for 3 years.
Dang.
For like $14,000, and they wouldn't sell it. It kept selling for $8,000, $9,000, $8,000. I mean, over and over for 3 years, but they wouldn't sell it. And I finally just kind of accidentally stumbled upon the car, and I Googled the VIN number, and that's when I started finding all the information about it. And then I found it on Tukai's Garage on YouTube in season 12, several episodes, and I was like, no way, man. No way. This is exciting. This is really exciting. So we're going to grab a gas can. We'll dump a little bit of fuel down her, and we'll throw a battery in this thing. We're just going to do it to it, man. See if this thing will fire up, Nick. What do you think?
I think it'll run.
Yeah? I think it'll run. There's no reason it shouldn't run unless they blew it up, and that's why it stopped showing up on their TV show. All right, so we got a container with gasoline in it, and we're going to just dump a little bit down the carburetor here. That's plenty. That should be more than enough. Just a little more. We got a fresh battery that I stole out of the Mustang, and the keys should already be in it. So let's find out what she's going to do. Oh, here we go. Ugh.
That sounded awful.
That didn't sound too good, did it? You know what?
What?
This car was underwater. Bring the camera over here. I can't believe this. I didn't see it. It ran, but I just saw these gauges. Look at these gauges. There's a water line all the way to the top of everything. Literally, these gauges, that's all sand and soot. At least that's what it looks like. I guess it could be just dirt, but I swear I'm seeing like a gradient water line on here. That didn't sound good either, did it?
Sounds like it wants to live.
Yeah. What is going on, man? Interesting. So somehow I think I got duped. I do. I mean, the engine sounds all right. It's not the happiest. Here, Nick, take this. I'm gonna dump a little more fuel down her. Too much. We're gonna try it again. God only knows how long it's been since this car has been been attempted to be started, but I'm a little concerned that it almost, I don't know. See, look down here. Here's another thing I look at when I'm looking at a flood car, is if you look at the seat tracks and the rails, there's nothing rusted down here, like at all. The bolts and everything are clean. The metal's clean. Even under here, it all looks, I just don't know. But that looks like a solid, that looks like a water line to me. I mean, if I've ever seen one, that looks like a water line. Starter sounds like it's having problems. Come on, girl. Yeah, I think that starter's, either the starter's having problems or we got an electrical problem. Ooh, let's roll this window down. There's a lot to go through in this video, but the first one, like, we gotta get this thing started. It's got to run, and I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that if it's got any gas in it, it's good, and we can start pulling it up through the fuel pump here, and making its way to the old carburetor. Probably wouldn't hurt maybe to take this fuel line off here in a minute if we're not pulling soon, and see if we can get anything coming from the gas tank. Well, we threw a little booster pack on it just to give it an extra hand. I don't think it's the booster. I don't think it's the battery. It's the problem. I really don't. Ugh. All right, here we go again. Yeah, just, it sounds, I think it's the starter hanging up. Like, it almost sounds like the starter may not be shimmed properly. Come on. This is... this is a pain. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, they came right from the back and started smoking a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're having a problem.
It looks like there's a little bit, like, not right now, but there's a little bit of smoke whenever we did that last one.
A little bit of smoke. It's probably getting hot.
Yeah, there's none in it right now. It did that for a second.
Yeah, that starter is definitely dragging. The right thing to do is climb under here and change it out. Starter sits just right here. It's right there. See, that's the other thing. I'm looking at the starter. That looks new. That starter looks new. Is there a tab broken off of the bell housing? Hold on a minute. What is going on down there? What is going on there? It looks like something broke off. I can't really see it. The camera's down there, but I can't see it. How hot is this? Not hot yet. That starter's bolted up. It looks like somebody shaved the ear off the transmission. That's interesting. Huh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea what transmission's in this thing either. I do feel like there's something going on. That starter must not be shimmed right. I don't think it's a problem with the engine locking up or anything. So, give me a minute tinkering with it, guys, and we'll come back. So while we give this starter a much needed rest, we got some subscribers that stopped by and wanted to say hi, so cool meeting those two. I wanted to show you this transmission. Nick, come open this other door. Go around and I'll unlock it for you. Oh. I love how roomy this car is. What is all this? Oh, hold on, Nick. What do we got? Oh boy, they gave us... This must all be like from the television show. It's all just lights, connectors. We roll that window down. It's a little musty in here. Glove box. See, look at this. Nick, does this not look like... That's sand. Don't you think?
Looks like...
Does it look in the rust? Doesn't it look like this has all been underwater? Look at this old Optimus CD player. Yeah, look behind the radio. Look at this. Sand.
Oh my God.
I think this... Either... I'm so confused, man. Look, we even still have the original labels on here. Kone and Evans Chevrolet Company. In emergencies, Route 8 in Etria, Pennsylvania? I just don't know, man. I don't know, Nick. And then we got all of... What is this? We got shims and whatever these are. What else we got here? Oh, we got the windshield wipers, Nick.
Oh, one more.
Oh, and a new mirror.
You got the replacement.
Oh, nice. All right, with the gaskets and everything, that's nice. And then, of course, the windshield wipers. And what is this, like a... This is like a serpentine belt kit or something. Yeah, that's what this is. Is that for adding air conditioning? Are they going to try to add AC to this? Interesting. Oh, I can't wait to see what's in the trunk. And then you got this, this is a Hurst Pro-Matic 2. This is an interesting shifter because it's kind of like a slap shifter. What do you think of this, Nick?
I like it.
So to go into neutral or reverse, it's down, neutral, drive, 2, 1, and then it's back. That's
kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
It's unique.
But yeah, so that's park, and then reverse, neutral, drive. So it's kind of cool, just kind of like bam, you know, slapstick. This is interesting. And did this have air conditioning? No. Does it even work? Oh my goodness. And there's dust and sand and stuff falling. Oh my. Oh yeah. We got an oil gauge that's been underwater. You can clearly see the water line on the oil gauge. Same thing on the temp. Like it's had to have been underwater, Nick. It's had to have been. There's no explaining this. Son of a gun. Horn work? Nope. Of course not. Okay, let's check the trunk real quick. See what's back there. So I'm guessing this car was underwater. So I think I was duped, man. That's a shame. So that leaves me very worried. Oh, wow. That leaves me very concerned about things like the engine and the transmission. It looks like somebody recently painted this. What do we got in here? Let's take these out and see what condition the trunk pan is in. Oh wow, that's gross.
Do you need me to put that into the...
Yeah, that can go in the dumpster. The car cover,
Yuck.
we could throw all that in the dumpster. We don't want any of this. So with all that stuff out of the way, I mean, everything back here, super solid. Looks really original. Even the springs to the seats are in like new condition. The seats themselves look reupholstered. Somebody at some point, they restored this car. And then I don't know what happened after that. With the TV show, hard to say, you know, what all they know. I've emailed them. I reached out to them about a week or so ago. Never heard back from anybody. I sent them an email, commented on their videos, never heard back. We got some wiring harnesses. This looks like a new harness. And this looks like maybe taillights. Looks like the sending unit. I bet this is the sending unit for the fuel tank right here. Yeah, that's what that is. So this is the rear harness. And here's where it all plugs together. Like right here. New places for your light bulbs and everything. So that's new. Interesting that we have so many water pumps. We got that water pump. We got that water pump. The original water pump. An alternator there. An alternator here. The original harmonic balancer. And an electric cooling fan. Looks like another wiring harness. Yeah. So this is for inside the car. This would basically run everything else. It's crazy. This, Nick, is basically what runs everything for this car. This little today. Remember Mike's Maserati?
Like 100.
It's
plus,
hundreds. Hundreds. Yeah. What do you think? Should we try to see if it cranks over again?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
All
hurt.
right. We gave it a break. Hopefully the gas didn't evaporate. Let's see if it's feeling any better now. I am a little concerned. Probably the starter needs to be replaced or shimmed. Let's see. These keys, man. These are like original keys too. That's crazy. At least they look... No, they're not original. But they look old. Still the original ignition. Oh, that sounded better.
Sounded way better.
Oh, come on. No. That starter's not shimmed right. I'm telling you, that it's not shimmed right. All right, let's try it again. Come on. Dang it, man. She runs, guys. She runs. It's just keeping it running. Come on. Okay. Enough playing around. Obviously, she's not wanting to stay running. It's a big block. She guzzles a lot of gas. We may not even be putting enough gas down her to keep her going. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go grab an electric fuel pump. We're going to let the starter relax for a little bit. Let's go grab an electric fuel pump. Let's hook it up, and let's see if we can pull anything from the gas tank. We'll start with that, and then we may end up actually running an external tank and just feeding the carburetor with an electric pump. So while she's resting, let's there ain't nothing coming out of that. Nothing at all. So then my next question is there even anything in the gas tank at all? So I guess what we're going to do right now is we're going to use one of these electric pumps. I've got a couple of them. We'll probably just use this one. This is my Holly. We'll hook this up over here and we'll connect it to this hose. We're going to see if we can't pull any gasoline or water or sand at this point, I don't know, from the fuel tank. All right, I've got it hooked up. Who knows if this is going to do anything or not, but let's with any luck, we'll hear it change tone, and you'll know that you're starting to get fuel. Uh-oh. You know, it kind of leads me to wonder if maybe the gas tank is empty. You'd think you would have got something by now. Nothing. Normally, we would have pulled something from the fuel tank by this point, guys. I don't think she's got any gas in her at all. All right, well, let's go back there and take a look. I don't want to keep running this pump dry like this either. I mean, she's pumping hard, too. You can hear it. I mean, she's pumping. And I can smell the fumes. I think that gas tank is dry. I do. I think that gas tank is dry. Ah, son of a gun. What if it just needs gas, Nick?
That'd be fun.
I don't even think I have hardly any gas left here.
It's like a quarter of it.
All right, guys, give me a minute. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's... Oh. Okay, and then there's the... It's supposed to be like a neck that comes out here, I thought, but no, apparently not. Okay, well, let's find the key, open it up, and maybe we can shove a few gallons of gas in it. All right, so we gave her a break. Nick was smart. Good job, Nick. You brought the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, just in case it gets on fire.
It's almost like you've done this before.
I've had a few times where the car's caught on fire and I just, you know, just had to have it there. It just has to be handy.
Yeah, fire extinguisher is a good call. We hooked up an electric fuel pump and we tried siphoning out of the tank, and you know what we found out? You want to tell them what we found in the tank?
Nothing.
Nothing. The cap wasn't even tightened. It was just sitting.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in it. We put a little bit in it. We tried sucking from the tank. We're not getting anything, but when I blow, we are blowing into, there's bubbles from the tank, so we know that we're clear. We probably just don't have enough gas in the tank to suck anything out of it.
Probably.
And I'm running out of gas here myself. So what we did is we filled the carburetor using an electric fuel pump. We filled the bowl, so hopefully it's got enough in it to run it for more than 2 or 3 seconds. And we're just going to try that and see how it does, and maybe the mechanical pump will start pumping. I don't think so, though. So, this is great. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
I'm kind of wondering if this battery's getting a little weak. And I don't think... Yeah, this thing's not pushing out any juice. There we go. She's pumping now. That starter seems like it wants just a little extra oomph to get things going.
Seems like it, yeah.
Ooh. Man, I'm not trying to climb under this thing in the grass, you know what I mean? Come on. No luck, man. No dice. What do you think the chances are we have, like, signal? Oh, somebody's got the headlights on. Are the headlights on, Nick?
No.
No. What about now?
No.
No?
No.
No. Wipers? No. Basically, none of the electronics work, probably because it was under... Oh, Nick. Yeah,
Ugh.
she's been underwater.
Yeah.
She's been under... I mean, I think we figured that out by now, though, didn't we? She's been underwater. I definitely got a... That was not disclosed. That was not disclosed at all. Yeah, they got me, man. They got me. Okay. So we have no lights, we have no signals. Nick, we see if the brake lights work?
Yeah.
I know it doesn't really matter at this point, I guess, huh? Brake lights?
No.
No brake lights either? No lights. No lights, no signals. Starter's not right. Oh, man. I think we got us a real project here, guys. So, shout out to the big boy, the Jump and Carry 1224. Dual 12 volt, 24 volt application. Heavy as can be though, man. That's heavy. We got a fresh battery out of the shop. That's a much bigger battery. Very heavy. So hopefully between these two, the starter has enough oomph to get this thing started. I feel like we're chasing our tails here, man. Just doing the same thing over and over. Come on, girl. Oh, so close. Running. Running.
Never mind.
No. No.
Oh, wow, it's smoking, yeah.
It finally ran. Like, it actually ran. The problem is it was in gear. This says park, but she ain't in park because she tried to take off on me. I had to hit the brakes. Thankfully, they work. So... she's still trying to move. That's at least in neutral. So that's the longest she's run yet. I'm thinking that carburetor is dead. I have one in the garage we could probably use if we need to. Maybe the accelerator pump's not working. I could probably tap on it or something, see if we can bring it back. Next question is, do we have any gas starting to come out of the fuel tank yet? We do. We do. She's a little wet. She's a little wet. She's trying to pump gas. So that's a good sign. What it may mean is that we need to hook this back up. Let me smell this real quick. Yeah, that's gas. Smells like gas. Doesn't smell rotten or anything. I think we need to hook this back up. Let it try pulling from the tank. We need to put the rest of the gas we have in it. Nick, come over here. I'm going to try to get these guys down in here. Pull this linkage back when I tell you. Let's see if we've got any squirting action going on. Go ahead. No, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, yeah, I think the carburetor's a little iffy, but the good news is, though, it did run. It didn't run for long, but it ran. And we're gonna do this again. We got the accelerator pump working.
Yeah.
She is definitely squirting fuel like she's supposed to. The bowl's full. We put every drop other than this little bottle of gasoline is in the gas tank, hoping that we got just enough so that the pump will suck it up and maybe she can run on her own for a minute. Because I want to hear it just sit here and run before I go through and spend any money on this car. It's constantly trying to go forward. It's stuck in gear, so somebody must have disconnected the linkage, is what I'm guessing, underneath the car. That's the only thing that makes sense, because this ain't doing nothing, man. She's constantly, like, in drive. She's trying to move, man. Yeah, that's what it is. Somebody's gotten under there, and they've disconnected the linkage. So, every time we fire her up, she's trying to go forwards, and that is no good. We're gonna take all that stuff off for now. I mean, it can be put on properly later, but for now, she did run. I was hoping she'd have ran a little bit longer. There we go. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, damn it. It's exciting, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's, we're gonna have to get it. The starter's sounding a lot better now.
Yeah, it is.
So that's a bonus. The starter sounds way better than it did. Nick, yeah. Oh my God. We about ran over $100 battery. Yeah, she likes to go. Obviously, to get it in park, we have to climb underneath it. And I don't know, if I could get it in drive, I could at least get it in the shop, you know what I mean?
True.
If I could at least get it into the shop, we'd have a nice concrete concrete pad to work on.
I want to move this carburetor.
Well, I'm excited. Foot on the brake. Keep forgetting. Oh, come on.
It's smoking.
From the carburetor or from the
No.
battery?
From the front of it. Smoking a little bit. And from the carburetor too.
Oh, come on. We were doing so well. All right, we're gonna see if we got any fuel making it into the carburetor. Boy, the carburetor sure is, she may be dumping too much. Be honest with you. Let's smell it. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely getting gas. I am kind of wondering, maybe that carburetor's having a bit of a problem. she could be, it's an idea, she could be dumping too much fuel.
It's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah, it may be just dumping fuel down the intake, flooding it. That would make sense. I think I got a carburetor in the garage, guys. Let's go check that out. Then we're going to have to run and go get some gas because we got no more fuel. We definitely need to put some in that gas tank. All right, so I found a carburetor in my shop sitting on a shelf. I believe the same carburetor, electric choke and everything. Only problem is I must have took it off for a reason. I don't remember what that reason was. So this carburetor looks honestly really bad. We're having some problems, and I'm telling you, I'm like 99% certain this thing is dumping fuel down the intake here. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this thing off. I'm gonna slap a new one on, well, a new used one. We're gonna cross our fingers, and we're gonna hope and pray that we can get my old carburetor, you know, at least halfway working. And I'm telling you, man, the more I'm looking at this car, like I'm still seeing more and more signs of water. You know, like there's, looks like water was pulled up on the top of the intake here too. So it's got an electric choke, but it's not hooked up. Yeah, that carburetor, I don't know. I'll tell you what we'll do though. We'll slap another one on it. And we'll see how it goes. All right, well look at that. She got a shiny used Edelbrock on her. Electric choke, it's not hooked up. We're not going to fill the bowls up either. Do you know why we're not going to fill the bowls up, Nick?
No, I do not.
Because I think it's already flooded. So I think we need to crank it with no gasoline and just let that stuff kind of, I'll put it to the floor, just kind of let it blow that stuff out. And then hopefully the pump starts pumping fresh fuel from the tank into the carburetor and it can fill up the bowl slowly. One thing I also noticed, there's no fuel filter on here anywhere. It just comes straight from the pump, straight to the carburetor.
Fun.
Oh yeah. No fuel filter, no problem. We'll crank on her a little bit. We'll see if she wants to do something. Oh, Nick's over there manning the fire extinguisher, huh? He's ready. See, it's flooded with gas. The engine's flooded with gas. Come on. Yeah, she's got a lot of gas in the motor.
She's mad.
That's not good. Woo! Oh, Nick, grab that ratchet.
All right, don't.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not gonna start it with your hands in there.
Watch, let me grab everything.
There you go. Let's try it again. Come on, girl. She's just not happy, man. She's just not happy. Come on. All right, let's let her rest. I just want to get this thing in the shop, honestly. I'd love to get it on the lift where it'd be easier to pull that starter off, check out the fuel system, see what's going on underneath it. Let's find out. You know what? That choke shouldn't be closed. I think we've got... Let's open this choke. That's not going to help it any. You know what I mean? I think she's already got fuel. I think the bowls are full. I couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like she was squirting. Come on. She's running, Nick.
Yes, running.
She's running. Hot dang. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Come on. Give her a little gas. There we go. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You got it.
She was running, Nick. It's got me thinking. Yeah, I don't know what gear it's in, but I'm kind of thinking, Nick, maybe it'd be best to get this thing out of here and into the shop
I think so.
You know, where we
yeah.
can actually. I wonder if it'll drive up on the lift. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I want to test that.
Well, we're going to need to, because in order to work on it, it's going to have to be on the lift. Man, is that choke opening up? It should be by now. It's starting to. Let's see if it stays. No, she closes right back up. Dang it. That choke has got to stay open. Like, we got to keep that choke open. I need all this to make it run. We just filled it up with coolant. How low was it?
It was like almost empty.
It held almost 2 gallons of coolant. I think I'm gonna try it. Nick, here, take these, take this, take this, take this.
Anything else?
I think that's gonna do it. I think I don't have anything on the lift right now.
I don't think so. You want me to go double check?
Yeah. Why don't you go open that door? I'm gonna throw this jump pack up in here, and I'm gonna try to come around the corner and see if we can't get this thing on the lift where it'd be in a place we can actually work on it.
Do you want me to put this to the side?
Not right now. Right now, just get the garage door open, and I'm gonna try to meet you over there.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I can't. The freaking trailer's in the way. So I'm gonna need your help. We're gonna have to push this back some, and then I should be able to drive around here, go around the corner, and come in that way. Go ahead and open the garage door. Throw that stuff on the ground right here for now.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, throw that stuff on the ground, open the garage door, and then meet me back here. And we're gonna see if we can't get this thing in the shop. We're crossing our fingers that we're actually gonna drive this thing into the shop now. Come on. Dang it. She's hot. You know what I think it is, Nick?
What happened?
I think we don't have enough gas in it. And on this hill, it can't
use enough because it's like going down all the way.
Yep. Perfect. It drove though.
Yeah, it did. I was trying to guide you more to the left, but I guess you couldn't see it because I was on
You
the
mean
left
that way?
Yeah, that way. To
Yeah,
actually-
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I saw when I got up there I wasn't gonna fit.
Yeah, I was trying to like point over there, but I guess I didn't see it because you're on the other side looking.
Well, I am we got the gears to work. The shifter is misaligned, so I've got it in park now. I had to take the shifter off and I'm shifting it manually with a pair of needle nose pliers. Problem is we're getting stuck.
Yeah, it's the exhaust thing, but it doesn't look like it would be dragging it like that, like we couldn't move.
See, I'm caught. I can't, whatever it is going on down here, like I am absolutely stuck. I'm digging in to the dirt there. Oh yeah, yeah, it's this exhaust pipe right here. It's caught. It's pinched between the body Son of a gun. Okay. Let me check the other side.
All right.
I've got it to where it starts up, man. Oh, the oil cap blew off of it. Whoa. Maybe it wasn't on? Where'd the oil cap go? It's down there on the, oh great. It's on the hot headers. I actually had it running for a while.
Yay.
Perfect. She's warming up fast. Like it's actually pretty warm now. She's pretty warm. Let's see how things are looking down here. Both of the muffler. Oh, I ripped the other muffler off. Yeah, we ripped. Yeah, oh boy, this is getting more and more fun by the minute. So we're gonna need to jack this thing up. And why does everything have to be such a pain? Yeah, that muffler is ripped off now. I'm trying to think of another way of doing this. We could jack the back end up, maybe, and try to get the back end lifted up higher. Maybe that would help. Dang it. This is not good. Well, we had a visitor. Unfortunately, we were so busy trying to get this car on the lift, we didn't get a chance to film him.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
No.
Delbert. Santa's friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's come over here and helped us with he helped us with Monte Carlo. He's been over here and helped us out a lot. He brought his daughter, and super cool guy, man. Delbert Art came over and he gave us a hand. Unfortunately, pieces had to be cut off of the car to get it on the lift.
Shove them.
And if you look, we don't exactly have the safest work practices going on here. You know what I mean? There's a tad bit of tire not on the lift. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna do an under the car tour with you guys in the next video. But this the exhaust was so half-assed. It was barely hanging on. Half the exhaust was like literally hanging off. I got zip ties trying to hold things up. I found some damage underneath that looks like it came from loaders. It's just one of the things. It's how it goes, man. Let me squeeze past this Maserati over here, and I'll show you. Like, take a look at this. This came to me like this. Seriously, they zip tied. And that's why did they do that? Because they bent the exhaust like 45 degrees. That thing is bent. So somebody hit something and they zip tied it up. Seriously, the exhaust is in bad shape. The only good part of the exhaust that I've seen so far is the headers. Sorry guys, the headers. That's it. Anyway, she's on the lift. It does not run well, and Delbert said that the reason why I took that carburetor off of the 57 to begin with. What did he say? You don't remember? He said because it doesn't run well. He said I took it off because it wouldn't idle and it wouldn't stay running. That's literally exactly the problem we're having with this one. On top of the fact that this is most likely a flood car. Here's the starter. I took the starter off, and Nick, we've had this starter off for what, 30 minutes or more?
Yeah.
And the car hasn't been running in probably 45 minutes or so. This starter, let's put let me see if I've got my little gun. There it is. Let's see the temperature of this thing. Almost 100 degrees. 91, 96, 85, 99, 91. I mean, she's hot. No joke. It's almost 100 degrees after sitting for close to an hour. I think something wrong with that, Nick. I'm going to take this with me. Maybe, I think what I want to get is one of those high torque mini starters for this thing. Here's the deal, guys. I'm going to have to get out of here. Nick's got school tomorrow. We haven't eaten today. There's the 57 sitting pretty, looking good. I got battery sitting in here charging up, and I think this is going to be it. We're going to come back in the next video. We're going to try to do several things in the next video. Number one is I'm going to give you guys a tour underneath the car so you can see everything underneath and tell me your thoughts, including all the upgrades. We're going to try to put a new starter on it. We may have to change the carburetor. And then maybe we could take it on a drive if we can. Well, it has no exhaust. That's fine. You don't need exhaust. Open headers. We'll open headers, and we'll try it. Maybe we can take it on 10 mile drive in the next video.
That's gonna be fun
You
to
think?
do.
Do you think it'll do it? I don't know.
With the transmission and all that.
Oh, that's right. We still don't know if the transmission. Yeah, never mind. Well, we could try. We can try. What's it hurt? I'm saying it's going to do it. I think it's going to do it, man. She's a sharp car. I think with a color other than yellow, it'd look a hell of a lot better, man. Are you excited for this one at all?
Yeah.
You like this car?
Yeah, I do. It's really, really loud. It
Well, yeah.
sounds like really, really fun.
It is definitely loud. All right. Well, remember, guys, Two Guys Garage, I think, is where this car came from originally. So if anybody has any information about this, if you know anything about it, or if you got a connection or something, you can make a phone call. I'd be very interested in hearing more about what happened to this car. How did it end up going from television back into a barn? And why does it look like it was flooded all the way up above the dashboard? You know, things just don't add up. I'm not really following, guys. But anyway, big shout out to Nick. Big shout out to Delbert. Thank you for hanging out and helping me all day.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because we wouldn't have got this done without you. Big shout out to them. Delbert, thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate it. And that's going to be the end of this video. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos of this car. Believe me, we got a lot more coming, guys. And until next time, stay safe out there. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.